Mr. Fred Thompson, within the corridors of power, is there the reception to declare this as a national emergency?
It's already a national emergency. I'll answer your questions, but I have some questions to...
Why do you say national emergency?
Or did you call it?
State of emergency.
State of emergency.
Okay. It's a national emergency.
As per the Constitution.
State
31.
of emergency is still a national
Article
emergency.
31.
Or it's not a national emergency. It's still a national emergency.
And the president
Now,
has emergency powers.
You see, this calling of compensation to the people is jumping the gun. There is a situation at hand. We are trying to solve the situation, and we are thinking about compensation after. Are we serious? Seriously, is the MP serious about that? That he's calling for compensation now?
The MP is not serious.
He's not.
So why should the compensation calls come?
When we are solving a problem,
The MP is not
you
serious.
are thinking about future compensation. Future compensation, and you think it's seriousness. You think we are ready?
Beg to differ.
Oh, please. Let us be serious about certain things. Because why do we need to call for people to be compensated? And when we are solving a problem, you want people to start dying, then now we can go forget about everything and then let's look at the death. That is what we want to start seeing. That is what we want to start seeing in this country. Why are we double standard in all our doings and our sayings? Then Amaliba went to another point about this simulation exercise and everything. They cannot. When they say a simulation exercise, it's like they are giving you the idea of how, a pictorial thing of how these things will go.
This wasn't pictorial, this was live.
No, I'm coming.
Yes,
I mean, it's pictorial. They'll release,
it is
they'll
dramatized.
release some of the water.
It is dramatized.
But no,
But it's
they'll
still pictorial.
They'll release some of the water for you to see how it goes and the level, the force, and everything, and where it passes through.
They did that.
Yes.
Oh, that is what the simulation exercise, live simulation exercise they
the
did.
level at which they did.
I'm coming to that. Now, you are telling me that they should have gone to this level that we are seeing today as a simulation exercise. Then we don't need to do simulation exercise. Then we don't need to do it. Because if we already know that, oh, this is going to go so much that houses are going to submerge and everything, what is the use of the simulation exercise? It's supposed to let people see what could happen and move them. And that was what was being done. And when you talk about this, you come and tell us that the president's upbringing tells all this. Excuse me.
Who said that?
Amaliba said it here. He said the president's upbringing.
I stand by it.
And I'm so disappointed in the speech.
Go and insult people who are in distress, and you say that we shouldn't talk about it.
The Fantis have a problem, a proverb. Nimpa nyamema na dwenen ohwe the nyansa befimaba. To wit, those that the God or God gives them brains, he expects wisdom or sense from it. I leave it there.
What was the wisdom? What was the wisdom in what the president said?
I'm coming to that.
No, what was the wisdom?
He's coming to that, please.
Take your time. I have time for you today, and I'll deal with all your issues one after another. You go to a place where people have had disasters, where people are losing their homes, where people are losing their properties, where people are losing their families. Because don't forget that when these things happen, families will be divided. The man will go somewhere else, the woman can go somewhere else, children will go somewhere else. Then you go and stand there and say that, oh, as for the MPP there, they don't like the Voltarians, which he even repeated here. MPP, they don't like Voltarians.
Who said that?
This is not the first, but you even said it here. You even said it on this morning.
Who said that before the president went?
Jifa Gumashi didn't say it.
What did Jifa
didn't
say?
say that.
What did Jifa say?
Tell me what she said.
I am telling you on authority that is what Jifa said. This wasn't the first time.
Well, she contests that.
This wasn't the first time she said that.
Because Jifa,
listen, this wasn't the first time Jifa has... Go and check. This is not the first time Jifa has said that.
Please call me Jifa Gomashi.
This is not the first time Jifa said that.
You have treated the Volta region poorly.
There we go.
This is not the first time you treated the Volta region poorly.
He's even said that.
Yes, it is true.
You see, sometimes when people are playing this double thing, I look at them quietly. Go to Clementa Park. What didn't he say?
What did Clementa
He included the vice president and the president. That this whole thing that is going on is unconscionable. Those are the quoted words he used. Unconscionable. And you expect the president to go to the place, keep mute about it, come to his office and come and sit there and call a press conference. Is that what you're expecting from the president? He had the floor. He used it to his disposal. The best of his ability. That is where he has to address it.
Oliver, I've sent you the number.
To the people that were there. He told them straight away that the politics that people want to use in this should be dispelled.
But then he turned around and now brought politics into it.
Relax, write it. I wrote my things there. If he was going to look at politics on all this, he would have said that the people of Volta region don't vote for him, so he wouldn't even come there.
But that's what he said.
I said, listen to his words well. Listen to his words well, Roland. He said, if the people, if he's going to look at how the voting pattern is, and the people of Volta region don't vote for him, he would have said that he wouldn't have come there.
How can he say
but
that?
he is coming there today.
How can he say that?
Why would he say that?
Because of people like you.
Oh no!
Because of people like you.
Fred.
So when you go and sit there and you want to make politics out of everything, and he went on further to say that he came here today as the president of the republic, and when he was voted as the president of this nation, the father of this nation. Something they refuse, and it pains them to see that he was voted once, he's been voted again, and he'll finish his fourth term, whether you like it or not. He has come there today to show that he is for the
bring your
people.
voice down. You're speaking through a mic. The more you
the
speak,
mic is here.
Yeah, so it bounces.
Let me just do my points. He has come there today to show and demonstrate to the people that he came here not because of politics, but because of the love for the people.
Okay, so let me just... so this is the full translation of what the president said.
Are you taking it from the president's speech?
Why are you
I took it from
a curtain that I'm not uncomfortable, but I want to know whether it's from the script of the president.
I took it from a key communicator
on social media
of the MPP. He sent it to me.
I'm not jittery at all.
And let me say that the director of communication of the MPP even commended me for reading aspects of it as well that day when he called in. So today I read all. He says, I want to assure you that the government is going to do everything in its power to assist to make sure that things are all right. I think everybody here, and I hope you take the message all across North Tongue, South Tongue, Central Tongue, that when these things happen. And government acts, politics does not come into the matter at all.
Thank you.
When I took the oath of office as president, I took the oath of office as president for every single individual in Ghana, for all the people in Ghana, all districts, whether they voted for me or not.
Thank you.
Once I have taken the oath of office, I am the president for all the people. Dogby, I want the people here, beginning with you, and the elders to understand that when something like this happens and government acts, government is acting for Ghanaians, for all Ghanaians. I came here because Ghanaians are having difficulties and are suffering. It is my responsibility to try and help. Because if it is a question of counting who votes for me and who doesn't vote for me, then I shouldn't be here.
Thank you.
Because you don't vote for me. But that is not my concern. And in any event, one day you will vote for me and my party.
Where did I go wrong in what I said?
I've not said you
what
wrong.
I said and what I stated is what is, even though you called it from distant, because sometimes I don't trust your sources, but this one is verbatim of what I said. And I don't see anything wrong with it. Amaliba, relax.
Another moment,
relax.
you are commending him.
Listen, you have gone to destroy someone's image. You've gone to destroy someone. You sit here and you tell me that his upbringing, and you expect him to go and stand there and say, oh, I came because there was a disaster and we are done, so we'll make sure that we sort you out, then he's gone. Then you go and sit in his office and call press to come down. Let me address what Jifa, Amaliba, and the likes are walking around doing. What the likes are walking around doing and saying, using politics for every misery of someone.
You think this was...
They are using politics for every misery of someone.
Do you know...
If let someone die today, they'll go and tell the person that, oh, it's because of MPP the person is dead. That's how they behave.
That's what they will say.
That is what and how they behave. They want to take advantage of everything to make every government or government that is not with them unpopular. so that they can come and take control, as if they can do anything better. As if they can do anything better. Going on.
Okay, I have Madam Jifagumashi. Good morning to you, Jifagumashi.
Good morning, Roland, and all your colleagues and your viewers and listeners.
Okay, so Mr. Alfred Thompson is here in the studio, and he says, you and others, and here also he adds Amaliba right here, that you said that the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo doesn't care about the people of the Volta region because of their posture towards the current disaster and the disasters that have passed. Is that what you said?
Should I repeat it again? Look, you said who said what? Who is on the studio? Who is in the studio with you saying what?
Mr. Alfred Thompson.
Okay, it's difficult to get the name, but let me go on anyhow. So if he has contrary proof of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana showing any amount of concern for the people of Ketu South, Anglo, and Kata in the 2.5 years that I've been a member of Parliament, let him prove it to me. We sat here in this country, and in 2021, we had 3 tidal waves hit us. His Excellency did not even sneeze. He didn't ask us how high he should jump. He didn't cough. The whole year passed. His ministers came to the communities, made promises that have not seen the light of day as we speak. And so which way have you shown concern? And I sit here and read that the same president, the one that uses my taxes and yours and everybody else who comes from the Volta region, and especially my constituency, supposedly to develop this country, go and be commiserating with Morocco and other countries who don't pay taxes in this country. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't commiserate with those people. No, that's not what I'm saying. But the swiftness with which he does it and the slowness with which he addresses our issues is glaring for anybody to see. It is not we who are doing the politics. It is he who has checked out on us. He has completely ignored us. And if you see,
are we done?
It gets on my raw nerve when we see what is real and we conjecture all kinds of things and blame other people for our inactions. Did I take the decision for His Excellency not to respond when the tidal waves hit? Did I tell the President not to respond when the flooding has inundated us? It is his choice. What has the people that the Constitution allows him to appoint to represent him in the various constituencies and municipalities and districts, what have they been telling him? He should fire them if they are not doing their work. If they are not telling him what I am saying, they are the people he should be firing. They shouldn't wait for me to be the speaking about it before they turn around and say that I'm doing politics. How annoying can you all get? How annoying can you all get? You think that Ghana belongs to only some people? Come on. Come on. If people vote for me, people voted for him too. Even if it's one person, I've said on other platforms that even if it's one person, that makes it a 50+1. Can he pay attention to that one person? Can he pay attention to those who he has appointed in the 3 constituencies and say because of those 3, he will go there and see what is happening? Who has stopped him from coming to talk to the people who are in distress? What is the meaning of that? And you turn around and say that it's politics.
Now,
is it not trade knowledge that our common funds are delayed all the time?
How many quarters have your common fund been delayed as MPs?
How much what?
How many quarters of the year
Oh dear, I'll be lying to you if I give any figure now, but I can assure you that it has not come every quarter. Perhaps 4 quarters, perhaps 5. This is something I can ask the finance officer at the assembly to give me the exact figures, and I can share with you, Roland.
Okay. Now the last one.
So because of that full amount that is sent to us, everything has to be a member of parliament's responsibility. And all the time, you all disconnect from us, and when we say it, you turn around and call us politicians and we are doing dirty politics. How dare you? How dare you?
Now,
you think all of us came into politics because of the way you think?
Madam,
do that?
Madam Gomashi, so the contention is that, and this has generated a lot of public debate, where we even have individuals who are in academia, etc., and I'll say objective analysts saying that the president went there with a good intention, and that it is his statement that has been taken out of deeper meanings and proportions. Would you hold same view?
Listen, for 1 second, I just told myself that I need to calm down.
Please calm down.
And that's exactly what, yeah, thank you. And that's exactly what His Excellency should be doing, retrospection. He himself should ask himself, if going to someone who is grieving, is that why you are going to tell that person what they did right or what they didn't do right or what they said or what they didn't say? Is that the time?
Okay.
I'm known in Ghana to have studied theater, and as Shakespeare advises thespians, he says, match your actions to the words and your words to the actions. His actions and his words was not right at that place. Okay, even if he was thinking it, it's not that place that he has to go and voice it out. And I didn't put those words in his mouth. It didn't land right. If he meant such a joke, it was a very bad taste. And let's be truthful. Let's truth to power, so that those of us behind them can learn. The trend is not right, and it's not about President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo coming into sit on the ticket of the MPP. That's why I'm speaking like this. Anyamana sola. Anyamana sola. Do you understand? So look, do we when I'm going to buy fuel, do they put the fuel in my car at a different cost because I'm NDC? And do they put it in the representative's car on a different amount? If we are suffering. And the people who were displaced, is it true that they all didn't vote for him? The person who was doing the translation, is he not the original minister? What are you saying? There are some things that you don't have to voice out. You think it, but you don't say it. And if he's goofed and we are saying that he has goofed, there's nothing wrong with it. Accept it and let's readjust and move on. Let's just do right by our people. Let's do right by our people.
All right. Thank you very much.
I said on one platform that you were coming to commission to that with your empty hands, and you come and say something that felt like a slap in our faces, and you say we should shut up.
Thank you very much. Jifa Gomashi, Ablan Jifa Gomashi is a member of parliament for Ketu South. No, he has to conclude. Let him conclude and then you can. Please conclude for us.
You see, what she said is exactly what I said here. When they do politics, they are okay, but president should not do politics. When they go and condemn and destroy people, they are okay, president should not. When you sit down and someone who has been brought up from a home, and you sit down and say that the president's upbringing is questionable, you are okay, but no one should condemn you. You are okay, no one should condemn you. You heard the thing she said. And asking questions that, how dare him? How dare who? How dare who? You go to the place when people have had disasters, when people are suffering. Instead of going to tell them that, listen, I have come, I'm going to see your problems, and I'm going to see how best I can send you to the government to come and help you, alleviate you from all these pains and things you are going through. You go and stand there and say that, oh, the president doesn't like Voltarians. Excuse me. He goes there and he tells them that, I didn't come here because I like you or I don't like you. It is my responsibility as the father of this nation to go anywhere. When a Piatti happened, did they call for state of emergency? When a Piatti, the natural disaster happened there, did they call for a state of emergency? They don't just get up. President doesn't just get up.
A natural disaster.
What is a natural disaster?
Force
What is
majeure.
it? And that one wasn't this thing. This one is a force majeure.
This one is not natural disaster.
Thank you very much.
They are both not natural disasters.
Thank you very much. That is
They're
what
not
I'm
natural
saying.
disasters.
This is also not a natural disaster.
Natural disaster. We're not talking natural disaster.
Listen, you are asking for a
conclude for
state
me,
of emergency, and it happens out of natural disasters, out of things that it's out of control.
Man-made.
Man-made.
This one is not out of control. This is not out
Apache-
of control.
Listen, the Apache disaster was man-made, just like this. And it's out of the human control. Nobody thought there was going to be a blast there. But nobody asked. All the Amalibais and the Jifago machines, they don't ask for a state of emergency over there. But when it gets to them, oh, yes, president doesn't like votations. Let us stop that hypocrisy. It won't build a nation. Hypocrisy will never, ever build a nation. Let us have right-thinking minds to be the opposition we want them to be. And they should put politics out of their clouded and crowded mind and focus on bringing alternatives for us to use. Then we can know that, yes, we are dealing with the right opposition. But for now, there are more than the disaster that has happened.
Roland.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a government that is not narrow-minded. And that's all we are calling for.
To show your opposition.
You see, Akufo-Addo, as president, this is not his first time of going to the Volta region and talking about votes. If you remember, he talks about votes and votes in Volta region. Now I want to ask him.
Which vote has he talked about?
Oh, he's talking every time he goes to Volta region. You don't vote for me. You don't vote. This is not the first time. Please. Now the question I want to ask Akufo-Addo is:
You mean the president?
the president is that? Where in the world do people in the whole country vote for one person? Why is he so fixated? He gets to the voter region, he condemns them for not voting for him. I don't get it. But you see, if you look at the statement you read, everything was okay up to a point. Everything there was okay up to a point.
That's how you will see.
But let me tell you.
Mr. Thompson said everything was right.
But let me tell you.
You wouldn't see.
There's a saying.
Would he?
There's a saying that if somebody passes bad gas, that's flatunate, and then you think that you want to retaliate, you will do the thing itself. You will do the thing itself. That's what the president has done. He has smeared himself. The president is responding to us, allegedly, that the MP has said something, I have said something. So the president goes there with a mindset to equalize. Today,
after he gave his opinion.
Today, who is being condemned? Is it not the president with those loose talks that he made? The presidency and the president is supposed to live above a certain reproach. So he shouldn't be replying to everything that he hears. It is serial callers who do that. Serial callers, they respond to everything. But this president is clearly a president.
Alfred said, what if you're responding to the president or you're castigating, why shouldn't he also do politics and go? After all, he's a politician, that's what he says.
But you look at the situation where the people that you are talking to not in distress, and is it true? Is it true that when the floodgates were open, the water only affected those who were not voting for the president?
It's never true.
He doesn't even understand my distance.
I understand.
So once
it's never true.
Once the flood waters did not discriminate against those who voted against him, but there are some people who also voted for him. He shouldn't have said that at that time. He should have waited. After all, his sidekick, Mahmoud Bawumia, will win their 4th November elections. And when he wins and he wants to mount a platform with him together, you get it? Then you can now go and do that there. When you do that at that time, we will not talk.
All right.
So it's the timing. The timing is wrong for the president. And the president, for me, if he was younger than his age, I would have said that, oh, fine. Maybe he's getting into the mood, the groove. He's not there yet. But somebody who's going to 80 years, I should be the one telling the president what to say at what time, what not to say at what time. And then you think that the president can groove and nobody should talk.
All right.
His upbringing is a problem.
Right. So what's the way forward now? How do we make sure that side by side we create the needed intensive relief effort activity for already the displaced persons to get that sort of relief that we all want to make? Mr. Jantua.
Roland, let me start by saying, as father of the nation, there are certain comments that you don't even entertain. As father of the nation, when you're a father in your house and your child does something that you find very obnoxious, sometimes you would call the mother or you would call some other people to sit with them to discuss it. The president is father of the nation. That comment he made at that point wasn't necessary, irrespective of whether.
Say?
Oh, Mr. Alfred, when you were talking,
no, just ask Mr. Johnson. It's my
what
good friend. What does the Bible say?
Mr. Thompson, please let him make his comments, please.
Question. What does the Bible say?
The Bible says so many things.
Jantua, please go ahead.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Wait. So you're saying that President Akufo-Addo was sparing the rod and doing what? Saving the child.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
What was that?
He had to whip them into order.
Not there.
Please go
He had
ahead.
to whip them into
Not
order.
there. Look,
NDC people will whip them into order.
It's not a question of NDC.
It is.
It is not.
When people are sitting down and look at what he said. You sit here and you listen
That
to him,
isn't
and
the-
he's saying things that are
Alfred,
derogatory,
Alfred,
and you
that
think there's
isn't-
nothing
that
wrong with
isn't
it.
the
But with
place.
the president there, that's not the place.
That isn't
Where
the
it's
place.
The office or the
Look,
bedroom is the place.
Let me ask the question. When did this thing happen? When did it happen?
You mean the displacement?
Yes. When did it happen?
Intensively, aside from the last week.
Where
Monday.
was the president?
He had traveled to the United States of America.
Who took over from him?
The vice president.
Did the vice president go there when it started?
And did the vice president go there? Visibly, I didn't see him. Did he go there?
The vice president
Was
moves
campaigning
upon the instructions of national
So
security.
he was not instructed by national security.
That
Why?
you cannot go at
There
a point
was-
in time. They are doing their necessary checks and balances. You should know this.
He says they are doing their necessary
There
checks
was
and
the
balances.
president in place.
Massa.
The president wasn't here. The vice president was
the president.
National security
acting.
had told him that you should hold on.
Why? If he
If
he
they
went,
tell him to hold
if
on,
he
he
went
can't
there,
go.
what would have happened?
They
If
said
he
he
went
should
there, what would
hold
have
on.
happened?
He says that the vice president was
They
told
said
by
he should hold
national
on.
security to hold on.
We don't know that.
So I'm telling you.
So far as we know,
Don't come and
So,
blame me that he didn't
so
go.
a
so far
disaster
as
strikes,
we know-
the national security tells the president
They'll tell you when to move or when not to move.
When to move and when not to move.
The only thing I can say is that the vice president spoke to the president, and perhaps the president said to him, "Wait
Hold on.
and let me come." Why? Why?
That is your assumption. That
Why?
is your assumption.
Why didn't the vice president, when it happened, why wasn't he the first person to go there?
All right.
Why should he be the first person to go there?
Because he's vice president.
Please wrap
He's
up for me.
president.
Wrap up for me. My time is up.
So,
Please.
let me go to
let's
this state of
this.
emergency, and I want to place it in context. What's the meaning of a state of emergency? Let me read. A state of emergency should be declared by a government when there is a situation or event that requires immediate action to protect public safety, health, or welfare. Does this sit in there?
From the last week,
Yes, it sits in
when
there.
the vice president was told
Does
not
that
to
sit-
go.
sit
It
in
sits in there. It
Does
sits
that
in there.
sit in there?
It sits in there.
Answer that one too.
Wait, let me finish. This can include natural disasters, public health crisis, civil unrest, or other emergencies. The specific criteria for declaring a state of emergency can vary by jurisdiction, but it's generally done when the normal response capabilities are overwhelmed and extraordinary measures are needed to address the situation. Does this not fall in place of that?
Rightly so.
So why
There's
is the
a picture
president
not falling
why
place.
is the president hesitating to declare a state of emergency?
But if
There's
it is some
appeal to
Why?
not
serious
fall-
democracies,
there's
Why?
appeal to also not fall in place.
Why?
of this.
Stop
Roland,
appeal.
What
We
you
are talking
afraid?
about today.
No, I'm
now.
asking you.
Okay, so let me.
I'm asking you.
Media general.
This is what we are dealing with
It's
now.
not everything
All right,
you just
gentlemen.
get a national
Yeah,
state
please,
of emergency.
please.
State
Can I
of
make an
emergency.
appeal? Okay.
They are doing
Let me
the
make
work.
an appeal, Mr.
They are
Thompson.
doing the work.
Can I
And the work
conclude?
is ongoing.
Please conclude.
Can I conclude? The president's comment about they don't vote for him. 50 plus 1, isn't it? Are you trying to tell me that the MPP didn't get votes from the Volta region, that 50, if there was a balance between opposition and ruling party, and one person in the Volta region voted, wouldn't it be the +1? So what is he talking about?
Well, the president won by 500,000.
What is he talking about? You're father of the nation. Who votes for you, who doesn't vote for you, is neither here nor there in this situation. When you're on a political platform, that's a different kettle of fish. When you're on a political platform, you can say anything, but not with these circumstances.
You haven't got your thing to read. When they
What
come
is
to
this
speech,
Roland,
when they come to
circumstances?
read,
in
you have
some
your things to
serious
read.
democracies,
When
when
it
the
comes to read,
president
you
was
have your
away,
things to read.
Roland, in some
Any other
serious
person,
democracies,
you don't have your things to read.
in some serious democracies, when the president was away, in some countries, that president will cut short the visit and return. When it happened, he stayed all along and enjoyed his stay there before coming. This is the kind of president we have.
When the vice president
when
to
the
go there.
circle spillage and fire thing broke out.
You mean the 2015
Yes.
June?
Yes.
The former president took.
Compensation wasn't even given to the victims.
So what
It took
was that?
Nana
What's your point?
to come into power to come and do that for them.
But you took over.
Go and ask
We started
them
the process.
whether
come
they
and
had
took over.
compensation. It took Nanado to come into power to come and
There
do
was
that
a
for
committee
them.
that
And
was
you
put
sit
in
here,
place. There was a
so
committee that was
did
put in
they start compensation
but when
like
we-
they are asking
so
for
when
right
we
now?
leave power, we should-
Like they're
we
asking
should
for
do
right
what?
now. Did they start
So
compensation?
when we leave power, we should do what?
Then when it gets to your turn, you say that, we are going to hand over, so we left it to you.
Roland,
You left
sorry,
it to us.
You asked me a question. What is the plan going forward now?
Yes, because right now they are in the water. The water is
government
not.
should give us a
It's
plan.
not receding.
Yes, it will
Yes,
not recede
it won't
now.
recede. It won't
So-
recede now. Is there a plan in place as to how we are going to handle the situation
They
there?
don't. They don't.
Especially when the water is still going to be spilled.
There is a plan in place.
What
and
is the
by
plan?
Next week, you will
We
get the
need to
briefing
see that
on what has
plan.
been done so far,
We
where
need
we
to
are
see
get,
that plan.
what is going to be done, and the way forward.
right, gentlemen.
From time to time, they will be briefing you on it.
The people should stay in that condition
They
till
will be
next week.
briefing you on it. Why you think we just get up and come and just do briefings? You have to plan. We don't do things off head.
We live to see.
We are not like NDC. You don't have any plan. You just
live
take
to see.
advantage of every misery
That
or
is even
every
your plan, you
situation,
know.
and then you go and spoil
Your
things.
plan,
And
Mponi.
when they are being responded to,
Huh?
you will sit down and
This
tell
is
me
even
that
your plan.
that wasn't the platform. Is the bedroom his platform or is the office's platform?
This-
All right.
Let
Please,
us
can I make
call
an
a
appeal?
spade
This
a
is- this is
spade
even their
and
planning.
not a big spoon.
Can you
When they
imagine?
see and they speak evil, and we get the chance after giving your necessary address, the president will respond to them. That is his duty.
This
Thank you,
And you
Mr.
tell them that,
This
listen,
government-
you cannot come and do politics in every little thing. The job we have to do at that place, we are still going to do it, and we'll do it to the interest of the people,
It's your
and not to the interest of
responsibility.
Amaliba
Alfred,
or
it's
to the
your-
interest
it's
of
your- it's your
Ablagomashi.
responsibility.
We won't do it for them. You are
You-
doing it for the people of Ghana.
So you are
And for the
responding.
people who have gone through that pain, those are the people we are going to work for.
You see, your government simply
So you're working
lacks-
for the people who are in pain in the
who
water
are in
now.
pain, in the water now. They are working
That-
for them.
this is the behavior you
Are
put
they
up
in
for
the
them.
water now?
You
haven't been there.
Their properties are not in the water.
They are not in the water.
Their properties are not in the water.
Look at the water at the
Can you imagine?
Alfred Thompson.
Are they being evacuated?
This
Alfred
Are they in the
Thompson.
water now?
Anyway,
Roland, this government simply
You see,
lack-
when you try and spin
Hey,
things
stop.
and you
No,
get
no,
people
no,
to
no,
also
no, no.
go around you and spin it, then I look at you
You see?
quietly and I laugh because everybody who is watching knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the people who have been affected by this are the people
Are
we
not
are talking
suffering.
about.
Are not suffering.
They are the people we are talking
They are not
about
suffering.
that we are going to help them.
They are not
the
suffering.
people who you come and say that they are in the water now. Are they in the water, sleeping in the water?
Hey, so they should
You
sleep in
don't
the
know
water
that they've
first.
been evacuated.
So they should, who evacuated them?
why have you been there?
Who evacuated them?
Mr. Thompson, have you been there?
People found their own ways
26,000 people.
of leaving the
Mr.
place.
Thompson, have you been
26.
there?
Stop lying.
It's not 36, it's 26.
All right.
I said
Okay, it's okay.
26.
It's
I
okay.
didn't say 80.
People are
Okay,
moving.
again, we have to emphasize
It
that
started
Media
since-
General and
wait,
three.
look at it. It started
Please, can I?
since when?
Can I?
May.
Please be
May.
civil. Today
This
you've
is
been
the-
very
no,
unsavory
because
in
you
your
are not
language.
being fair.
Wow.
I
May,
told
what
you
have I
that
done?
you are not being fair.
Why are you attacking him?
You are not being
Anyway,
fair.
so Media
And
General
we have
and
to tell
three.
you to the face.
Okay, no problem. So Media General and Three Foundation are officially mobilized.
Oh, you lose the debate.
Please close their ports for me.
When you lose the debate, you start attacking. You simple like.
All right, so Media General and Three Foundation are officially mobilizing. Please. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
So you go on a disaster.
Media General and Three Foundation are officially mobilizing food supplies and all items. Indeed, supplies, food items, clothing, other essentials, including all forms of public supports and then services. So just in case you're one of those associations, either you're in public health, etc., what we saw on the ground are indicating the people are in dire need. Efforts are being made, but the efforts are not enough. So that is why civil society organizations like ourselves, Media General 3 Foundation, even the relief fund that has been launched by Okujeto Ablakwa, the Member of Parliament for North Tongue, are ongoing. Because when you get onto the ground, just like you see in the pictures, people's properties, resources, homes, etc., are currently inundated. The waters are not receding. The VRA is going to continue spilling more water, and people have been displaced. When you go to where they call the safe havens, 21 in number just in North Tongue alone, people don't have enough sleeping places. When you get there, you find the people displaced, then perhaps you can have some level of empathy that needs to be displayed on national television. And it's very unfortunate Alfred Thompson is having this position taken. But we are encouraging you. Please make sure that you touch base with us. We have the mobile money number available. Please put it on the screens alongside the pictures we're seeing. People's property, homes, etc. inundated in water. And you have the position of Alfred Thompson, who is supposed to express empathy of the government, and is doing just rebuttals, etc. when it comes to the politics of the day. So please, the mobile money number is 059-7433-110. Mobile money number is 059-7433-110. And then we have the merchant number as well. It is 120494. So just make sure you preface or reference Akosombo, because there are a lot of transactions that do take place on these platforms that we have. And then we'll get to know. So now, I met you on the ground, Jerry Amedro, yesterday. Throughout the period we were with you. You're asking the question, doesn't the president know that using the left hand, even in other gestures when speaking to people, especially chiefs, is even traditionally an insult and doesn't connote any form of empathy? And Jerry, thank you for this message as well. And then also I have Ago, good morning to you. You said, please tell Mr. Alfred Thompson that the emotion he's showing just doesn't reflect the empathy that is needed from government. And I'll go, thank you very much from where. And then Lawson, you say there seemed to be some level of disrespect and then arrogance being displayed by people in authority. You are a politician at one hand, but when you're in government, you're a government for all people. All right. And then I have Chief Mante. Chief Mante says, shouldn't the finance minister take advantage of this and rather be indicating to the public through daily briefings what has been done, the budget that has been also allocated for the people, so that everybody is aware of what is happening? I have also Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm. Good morning. I'm watching your program with a lot of pain in me. Let's be truthful to ourselves and speak truth to power for once. The people in the Volta region are going through all these pains today simply because of the negligence of someone. Somebody slept on the job. Alhaji Hamza, thank you for the message as well. And then this one also from, this one is a very long one, from Eden, who says that Mr. Alfred is not speaking truth to power. The simulation is to test the capability of the agencies and their preparedness led by NADMO and others. Now, what should NADMO have done to make sure that currently the people were educated? All right. So I have this one from Helga Bwedi. All right. He says, please ask this for me. How difficult or why are we so reluctant to declare a state of emergency? The people in the Volta region, Eastern region, and part of Greater Accra are suffering, and the cycle disaster was an accident. All right. So I have a couple of more messages as well, but we need to go. All right. So thank you, gentlemen.
Park says Alfred has misrepresented him.
Right.
But what he said is the same thing. Unfortunately, that is all he said.
Alfred Thompson has misrepresented him. Things he said wasn't exactly
Roland,
what he
I
said.
take serious exceptions to your saying that I'm not showing empathy.
About
Are
that,
you?
I'm showing.
Listen.
You are not showing.
Are you showing
There
empathy?
are
But
two
the
different
people are
things.
saying it.
There
People are
are
saying
two.
it.
Oh, please.
People are saying
There
it.
are two different things we are
People are
talking
saying
about
it.
Please,
here.
gentlemen, you
When
can also
people
donate
attack
to the number. Please
presidency,
put the
and
number on
all
the
I'm
screen
saying
for Mr. Alfred Thompson and then all of us so that we all
when
donate.
people
So
attack
the
the
number
presidency
is
and attack me,
059.
I will respond to that.
Thank you very
People
much.
are saying it.
Thank you.
059
People are saying it.
7433 It's the Media General 3 Foundation Relief Fund for this disaster
When
that
Napo
has
said that,
hit the eastern
when they
region
built
and
a
constituencies
defense wall for
in the Volta region as
demonstrated
well.
Kumasi,
And then we
is
have
that
the
not an
merchant.
indication of your dislike for the party?
When
We
they
have the
built our
merchant number
defense
as
wall.
well. So the merchant number is 120494.
Everything you are turning into politics.
Everything is in politics.
And that's what they are doing.
Everything is in politics.
All right, so we have the merchant number now. Thank you, gentlemen. And well, we're taking a break. We'll be right back with more.